Hi, dear children. We are with the second unit of the lesson, that is A Soldier's Son, Shobha Ghosh. The plane was whirring and shuddering in the sky. It was losing height rapidly and hurtling towards Earth. It would be a matter of minutes before it crashed. A figure fell out of the fairy object that was plummeting down to Earth. Plummeting means falling straight to the earth. Then a white structured mushroomed and opened like a flower in the sky, and the man floated gently down with the wind to the ground. Children, as you can observe, the pilot is coming down to earth with the help of the parachute. A small boy, 10 or 12 years old, had been watching the plane for some time. The boy emerged from the clump of the trees. He had seen the plane shot down by enemy fire, and the pilot parachuted down from the flaming plane. He came out from the darkness of the trees and reached the wounded pilot. Then, "Come with me, sir," the boy says to the pilot. "The enemy will be here any minute. There's no time to lose. There is an army camp nearby. You will be safe there." Then the pilot staggered. He tried to take two or more steps but collapsed to the ground. "I can't walk. My legs are probably fractured. Can you do something for me?" The child could see it was with a great effort that the man could talk. "Yes, sir, I will do anything you want. You're small, better take a chance," he muttered. "Not a chance, sir. It's certainty. What do you want me to do?" "Tell me, I will do anything for you." Then the man's hands were bleeding. He fumbled inside his pocket and took out the packet of papers. "Take this to the commanding officer of the army unit," he said. "Tell him this must reach Air Force Station Ambala by tonight. Tell him to take care of it and make sure it reaches Ambala on time. Now run for your life. You must avoid enemy. Will you able to do it?" "Yes, sir, I will do it. But the enemy will catch you." "Don't worry about me. I can escape. I will try and distract them. You run and hand over the packet of papers," said the pilot. "Yes, sir," said the boy with a smart salute. The man could not help smiling, although he was grimacing with the pain of his injuries. He began to crawl from the boy in the opposite direction. The small figure streaked across the open space back to trees from which it had emerged. The enemy, however, had seen him. A few of them gave chase and shot at him. The cartridges fell everywhere around him. The child ran fast and was lost to sight. The enemy gave up and turned their attention to the crawling pilot. Few minutes later, the little boy stood at the sentry post of the army unit. "Take me to the commander, Sahib. There is something I have to deliver him." "Little boy, you cannot go to the commander, Sahib. No one is allowed to go to his room unless it is very important." "What I have is very important. It is from the pilot whose plane was shot down." "You mean the plane that just crashed?" "A rescue party has gone to look for him." "Yes, I had gone there to bring him back safely. The enemy was after him. He was injured and couldn't walk. He gave me a packet. I must guide the commanding officer to reach these papers and show him where the enemy lines are." The sentry, by listening to the boy, he talked to the field telephone. Now the boy explained everything what had happened. So now the sentry is listening to the boy And the sentry spoke into the field telephone. A sepoy came to the sentry post and took the boy to the commander Sahib. Now, who are you and why did you want to see me? The commanding officer asked. Then the boy replies that my name is Makbul Bhatt. My father was awarded a medal for bravery. He died fighting for the nation. My mother and I live here. I was watching the plane when I heard an anti-craft gun fire and saw the plane become unsteady. I saw him fall to the ground. I ran to bring back him by a shortcut. When I reached, I found that he could not walk. He was bleeding profusely. He told me not to worry about him and to try to get this packet of papers to you and tell you that these packet of papers must reach Ambala Air Force Station tonight. It is very important, Commander Sahib, he says. The boy now says everything whatever the pilot had told him to tell the commanding officer. So he now brought the packet of papers very safely and he had delivered to the commanding Sahib. Son, weren't you afraid of the enemy? He asked. My father told me never be afraid of the enemy. They can't do anything if our number is not written on the bullet. The boy replies it with very much confidence. Now the boy tells the enemy lines where they are lying. Good, you are indeed the brave son of a brave soldier. Has the enemy been able to catch the pilot? He asks. Okay, then he says that I don't know, sir. I could wait to see. I had to carry out my orders first. I know where enemy lines followed. Instructions are noted, sir. Then he goes. 5 minutes later, the group of enemy soldiers found themselves surrounded by the jeeps. There was no escape. One of them started to run but realized it was of no use. Okay, then they have taken the wounded pilot and the boy was hereby there near to the pilot and the pilot is muttering that incoherently, boy packet, boy packet. He could say no more. The pilot now is totally injured. Okay, he was taken to the military hospital at once. Makbul, thank you, my brave son. Now you must go home. Your mother will be worried about you. I am Makbul Bhatt, son of India. This is my land, and these are my brothers. It is here that I was born and nurtured. My father's blood is mixed with the soil of this land, and my mother's tears water the earth on which our crops grow. My loyalty rests here with my brothers, blood relations of the soil, for we have broken bread on the same land. The boy who had been standing crumped up all of a sudden and fell down. The enemy fired and had hit his leg, and blood was dropping from the wound. The commanding officer gathered the fallen figure into his arms and carried the child to the ambulance. The boy stirred and grimaced with the pain. Major Dogra, who is a very much caring towards the boy, Major Dogra, he takes the child to the ambulance, and Major Dogra moved his swift the boy's leg into more comfortable position. The commanding officer frowned in worry. His eyes brimmed with the tears. Makbul smiled through his dirt-streaked face. A soldier never weeps, sir. Another voice from somewhere far away, lost in the distant years, seemed to say. A soldier never runs from the enemy. Father, you told me so. He must face the bullets even when they tear chest to shreds. Yes, my son, a soldier must not weep, but a father's heart weeps and bleeds with the blood of his son. I received the PVC for my son in the 1971 war. He must have been brave. You two are very brave. Sir, don't worry. It will be all right. I am soldier's son and I too will become a soldier when I grow up. Children, so as you can find, the boy who is laying with the uh, wound, it's still not afraid. Okay, you my child, already you are a soldier, and I hope you will lead our army with the same day.